resilience to cope with all the challenges, to be resilient. All my teachers and seniors were very tough, especially to themselves, and sometimes outside very soft, and sometimes very harsh, but always very tough to themselves. So nowadays many people are coming to the temple because they want to know what they should do. And it seems that we are so wealthy that we have all the physical pleasures, but still don't know what to do. Why should we not chase all the pleasures in the short term? A lot is changing very quickly outside. And we are confused because we don't know the inside or the outside. We lost the man and the outside. So inside also is changing very quickly. Resilience. People don't like the word tough. But because life is suffering and painful 24/7. At the moment you take your first breath as a newborn baby, it was already the last one. You're not responsible for dying, but you are responsible for living, to become alive. You're not responsible for the beating, but we are responsible for the pain. Resilience. Let's re-examine this. My wife at the moment takes care of 6 children, 5 outside and 1 inside. It's a very busy and noisy place. There is no time to rest. Together we invest in the future. That means we have to re-examine every moment. There is no time to take a rest. So when she's keeping the kids alive, do you think it would be proper that I just counting the breath? How silly. If I would just sit here and count my breath, my wife would beat me for a good reason. So I have to keep up, just escaping to breathing, or try not to think. not to think on a blue elephant. I have a good wife, so she would just throw me out of the house immediately. So we have to be very clear. What we are doing. Like the kids, they have a clear question. That's why they re-examine 24/7. So when I finished this talk, she will ask me. I have to deliver. We have to run to stay on the same place, like Alice in Wonderland. Resilience. Every yes also means a no, and every no means also a yes. Last week I had a funeral, and already a week before the ceremony, the people came to my office to discuss the funeral ceremony, and you could see that they barely can sit together in one room. And at the moment their father died, all hell broke loose. But they managed barely to sit there and listen to me. And I knew on the day of the funeral ceremony, I have to be very clear and sharp. And they almost had a fight in front of their father's graveyard. So every word I said had to be very clear. Otherwise, it would have been a big mess. That they know now is not the time for a fight. To keep quiet for the sake of the others. And sometimes you have to be very soft. They don't care about my day. At every ceremony where you have to perform and deliver, nobody cares what's your mood. So you have to be clear and able to cope with your own troubles, because nobody can carry them. When your question becomes alive from the very inside, you become the eye of the tornado. And outside can change very quickly. Fear not the tornado, but be very alert that you cannot hear your question. The tardiness, resilience. That means when you are able to cope with the challenge. When your yes is also a no, and your no is also a yes. you're in charge. Or when the family says yes and understands the no, the good is in charge. What is the best way to solve a problem? What is the best way to cope with all the challenges? When your no is a yes, and also the yes is a no, you welcome the consequences and take responsibility. Voluntarily, you're carrying the cross. But when you don't know the yes and you don't know the no, you want to avoid the consequences. What is the best way to solve a problem? What is the best way to have no problem? I would say you are welcome